Hello, I'm Ami, the intuitive at Let Me See What We See. Thanks for listening, allowing me in your experience. Today's energy key word I would like to give focus is healing anger. Healing anger. If someone disagrees, I may get pissed off. If I am not right, I lose control. Does this sound familiar? Perhaps it's your friend or a colleague or a loved one or yourself. Body-mind relation awareness. I would like to take a look at what Dr. Mona Lisa, who is a physician, PhD in neuroscience, psychiatrist, she shares about the relationship between body and mind and emotion from a physician point of view over a decade of practice, and sharing the information as an energetic relationship, relatedness as an educational material. So I would like to share these related components in each part of our body and the way we think about and how we feel about it, to become more aware of the energetic alignment, healthier balance, so that we can choose to become more refining choices for our own betterment together. So here is an opportunity to be open to the ideas of someone else's study and educate ourselves so that we can choose more suitable for your path. And I believe that you are the most knowledgeable person about you and your choices. However, it's always nice to have many choices. So being open to the other's idea, there's another way to take a look at that approaches besides what you already knew or your way of thinking. And choice is up to you. I do care about your well-beingness and betterment. So it's left up to you, and I value your choice. However, it's always nice to exercise our conscious awareness to observe ourselves. We are all growing each moment by moment, and allowing our growth and updating where you are, where I am, and where we are becoming, aligning is a good exercise. And most of the busy day, we are so occupied to take a look what's around us, and it's easily becoming secondary priority to look into what within us. When we are too engaged in taking care of what's around us, then sometimes we need to adjust that balance to take a look what's inside, so that to maintain the healthier growth of our well-beingness. And in many cases, we put the time for ourselves. Some people just to take a time to set for physical exercise, going to gym, to the physical exercise. What about our mind? What about our awareness? I do also care about non-physical part of us, non-physical body, such as emotional body, mind body, connecting to our physical body. Of course, the physical body as in a container, physically experiencing the reality. It's very important. However, the mind need to be also healthy, being in that living community, society, and feeling joy, happy, and all these other emotions that we have as a human also need the attention and vibrating energetically in true north on a life journey. So here's an opportunity to take a time for yourself, ourselves, and I thank you for taking the time for yourself, because it's really important, because I believe that you are the most important person in your life, and oxygen mask first to you, to breathe in and out and securing that sense of beingness. Then from there, as long as you are in securing being nice, and then serving others in more healthier way, vice versa. So what we can do is to notice what's within us, with us, exercising each part of us to observe and learn about how we can utilize the personal power to redirect that energy, becoming more better manager of the energy using conscious awareness, which is consciousness is only a 5% of a human system, and rest of other 95% is subconscious, unconscious, including the sleeping time. So the challenge is utilizing this small portion of a consciousness and to become aware consciously something aligned to what really connect to the goals experienced, that chosen by you. So that comes back to what really excites you most in a healthy way in your life, in each area. Becoming more clear, aware what's inside of your heart, heart of the matter, and allow that to come, massaging the mind to train in certain way as in a discipline from our childhood discipline and experience, realizing that our humanness, human gift to be well, to be enjoyable, to be happy, blissful, that's all human gift. So as long as you are having that feeling, that's wonderful. Let's get going and extend, expand to the next level. And if you're too occupied taking care of the needs around you, front of you, next to you, behind you, and then you feel so drained and you need to recapture a sense of self, or you just experience that challenges as almost like a crisis situation. It's like a big wave came, and just noticing your intuition, it's saying that, hey, something, that new change is coming to my life. Life changes, going to the stages and stages regardless of your choices. So whether you like it or not, changing every second in this moment by moment, and some momentum comes. So wherever you are at on your journey here, thank you for allowing my voice connecting with you. I'm so grateful and privileged to connect, because I know that there's no accident in this universe. If there is an accident, I doubt it. Universe is such an energy efficient. If there is not necessary, then there must be not available, because everything is needing. That's why it is available. I mean, the naturally available things. So there must be some connection or frequency, matching, resonance. And whatever you resonate or whatever you give it a meaning, you are the meaning giver. So my hope is to use this together moments, something for valuable for you in this case is to allow my voice guide to exercising mindfulness state together here. And later, I would like to give that key energy focus for healing anger. Today's focus, the I'm not right. If I'm not right, I lose control. The anger, digging into that energy, emotion, and healthier alignment, the choice, the thinking pattern suggested by Dr. Mona Lisa. So, first off, I'd like you to get your favorite drink if it's handy for you. I got the hot green tea here. Very delicious. Just notice that where you are in the physical presence, now listening my voice, maybe you are sitting on a chair or driving car or on a couch or in a bed or taking a walk, whatever, or at the office, wherever you are. Just notice. I'd like you to just simply notice where you are physically and your mind body. Where is your mind body? As what is noticing, giving attention to my voice, or wondering about me, who the hell am I, or just past experience, what happened today in your experience or the yesterday, or maybe you are thinking about tomorrow or from now on for the appointment. So just notice what your mind is thinking and notice that the linear time is that connected to your past or here now, listening my voice, or thinking about tomorrow. But just become aware. So that aware part of you, witness you, noticer you, observer you, that's another you. So I would like to exercise in this awareness, that witness part of you, observing you, being very active during the whole mindfulness exercise. Another thing is, when you said mindfulness exercise, it became part of a fashion, like a yoga pose, kind of in the state of California, actually, in the coast side especially. But to me, as a native culture influence from Japanese Far East, the mindfulness exercise is everywhere in daily life, because we have clearly related to non-visible, non-physical energy in a daily life. And we also have the word commando to connect to this invisible energy in, like, as an air. However, we communicate to deal with these energies, invisible things. So sometimes when I describe in that situation in the English-speaking community, and then people says like, "Are you a psychic?" I mean, no. When I'm telling the same thing in the Japanese-speaking community, and then that's what the terminology that we use. So from that point of view, whoa, that all of the Japanese-speaking could be a psychic. But anyhow, no, it's just a matter of the language uniqueness and to the culture connect to the non-physical aspect of everyday life in a daily world. So without aware of it, it became subconscious actually for most of the Japanese people however, subconsciously connect to the non-physical things and we communicate it. And from that background of communities and teaching at the school, without paying attention to it, we taught the way to connect to the mindfulness state since we are at elementary school. Even for the little doing exercise, like a writing exercise, and along with that writing, the breath and the purpose is to get centered, mindfulness. So it's quite a different teaching, and I suppose that's the influence from Buddhism in the little bit twisted way. Um, quite different from the Buddhism from India, because the traveling through India to China and then to Korean Peninsula and to island of Japan, it's like a many twisted twists and turns there in this journey, and ended up like quite a unique way to importing this aspect as a mixture of everything little by little. So like a patchwork of things being liked by ancestors, so to speak. So that way to connect and to do it simultaneously, doing something and mindfulness connection is also coming to us. It's such a practical manner. And the first time I was surprised that someone is teaching a meditation, mindfulness class, and it was like, excuse me? I mean, do we need to take the time for that? I mean, don't everybody do that every day? I was like, no, because we are in the community, we do it all the time, and then we thought that that's basically what we all do. But when you go somewhere outside of the community, and then you realize what we've been doing is quite unique. So that's what have been happening when I was in California. So I organizing the Japanese way of related non-physical energy as a command. The word is composed of thought. It's a command, and that thought is becoming the belief, and we behave based on what we think and believe. So outside of that religion, and and the cultural influence, by the way, that I totally respect what you believe and what you value, but as long as we are the same human being, we basically need the mutual things. We need love, we need each other, and we need peace, and also we need the food to nurture our body, and we need oxygen and waters, and these human basic needs is the foundation that I like to share. So, practically living in a modern society, especially if you're in a business community, it's just busy, profit, practical, and efficient, effective. These words is very logical order in the left brain, organized way, structured. However, we are human, and some feelings cannot be able to, unable to fit into the very practical way. Sometimes we just feel not right, unable to have that practical reason, but just we feel it, right? Yeah, and the feeling, describing the feeling in a logical way, that's where I came from as a commercial communication on behalf of the businesses and corporations. I communicate their emotion through the product to the commercial messages. So how we communicate these not so logically calculated part of our human beingness into the world to connect and communicate as to feel in a mutual vibe energy, so that beyond the language, beyond the culture, beyond the color of the skin, beyond the geographical location we reside, we are energy and we are human being, changing, growing at this present moment. Earth is a home. As an responsible business person, I suppose you are, and I would like to connect with those mutual focused interest people to take the time together to align and connect to ourselves together. And thanks again for allowing me to facilitate this time, because truly appreciate, because this is my time also, and sharing the energy management ideas and views and tools is reminding me what I've been learning, studying, and teaching, and where I also came from with the communicate non-physical energetic commando in everyday life for ourselves and for one another as in a community. That's actually psychological mindset of the people of Japan who create the made in Japan product. So people know about the product of Japan nowadays, but not too many know about who's making this product, what kind of mindset they are putting in. So that's what I would like to introduce a little bit from the wording, from the energy point of view. So look forward to the opportunity that I'm able to share this book coming soon. So today is a mindfulness exercise being current. Let us take deep breath, counting 3 from the nose, and keep it in your body, from the nose into the throat and lungs, both sides. Keep it in your stomach and bring the air down to the stomach area, and then make it as a balloon inside in your trunk, and then keep it and let that out slowly from the mouth, with no longer serving energy, no longer serving whatever. Let that out, let that go. People, event, memories, whatever, your beingness, ideas, no longer serving, emotion, everything. Just let that go one by one, and then come back here now to neutralize self, connect to the 0 point with the breath. When you started to think about something, just give your focus on the air, oxygen coming in, and then circulate that new energy in your body, and observe that you doing it with your witness self, observer self, observing it. That's another exercise to get to know each part of you, observing. Okay? Doing you and being you, and then observing you. Got that? Sounds complicated, but doing is a lot easier. So let us do the long. Take a deep breath, counting 3, 1 from the nose. Go. One more time, counting 3, 1, go from the nose. The last one. This time, let us use a vocal code, the sound of your voice. When we let that energy out, the air out from your mouth, saying the word out slowly and use the voice and let the everything out from your beingness, no longer serving you, whatever. Okay? Ready? Let's do that. Go. Thank you for taking the time for yourself. Conscious breathing exercise, the quickest mindfulness state. Connecting your zero neutralized point here, now. I'm Ami, the intuitive energy management advisor at Let Me See What We See. So today I would like to give my focus on body, mind, relation awareness. The key energy focus is healing anger. The energy center, the fifth emotional center, the color represented is the blue. The location of a physical body is the shoulders, throat, jaw, and neck, and thyroid. That's the area of the today's physical energy emotional center with the healing anger related to that center is the unhealthy thought is if I'm not right, I lost control. If I'm not right, I lose control. The healthy thought is inspired. I go after my bliss, but I am also open to the emotional reactions of others. I go after my bliss, but I am also open to the emotional reactions of others. This is the point. If someone disagrees, I may get pissed off. If someone disagrees, I may get pissed off. That's an unhealthy thought. And the healthy thought is I'm also open to the emotional reaction of others. Like something, if you said something, this is the communication emotional center. When you said something and someone absolutely disagree with what you thought it's the good thing or better things or whatever that you inspired, and then you go after your bliss, and then sharing and talking it, and then someone says like, hey, I don't think so, I assume blah 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 and da 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 da, and then are you the one that you get angry about that person? That's A. B, Are you discouraged with what you heard that person disagreeing to the original idea that you shared? So are you the person A or B? The A is to get angry because the other person is disagreeing with your idea, and the B, you get discouraged. Is that what I said? So either way, that be active to what you heard from the other person based on the other person is responding to what you said. This is the thing. What Dr. Mona Lisa needs to share about this part. So, if I'm not right, I lose control. So the body-mind relation, then what's the feeling of feel right serving your needs? You must be right all the time. And the Dr. Mona Lisa needs to share is when it comes to personal growth, oh, not this one, sorry. If someone disagrees with us, we may get angry, feeling right and in control of situation makes many of us feel safe and secure in the world. Isn't that interesting? Making right, I am right. And then you also agree with me, right, this is right, I am right. This makes many of us feel safe and secure in the world. I guess in the sense like what you thought it's good, it's supported by others because the other also agree with what you think right. So feeling of being supported and it is okay and feel safe and secure in the community or the world. That's true, isn't it? However, seeing an issue from someone else's point of view can be very sobering because it helps us to see that there is no right single answers to every problem. So that there is no single answer to every problem means that there's many different ways to solve that problem. It's not only your way, there's many other ways. So regardless of that, agree or disagree to what you thought it's right, there might be also right to some other point of view. The point is, there are many times when what we experience can be distorted by our mood and our history. Everyone's viewpoint is equally distorted by their own personal lens. So means like in the context of the life experience of each one of us, as when we bumped into this timeline here now, thank you for listening, connecting, and then your context of connecting me here and my context of connecting me here is quite different. So we all have the unique lens to even to listen and thinking about this particular same topic that I'm now sharing, and you might be thinking and connecting to, wondering about your point of view. So each of us equally have our own personal lens. Our self-esteem and self-respect cannot be so insecure that we get angry when someone disagrees. So it comes back to self-esteem. Like if you have someone agree to your ideas and you feel secure, safe, supported kind of. However, even if you have disagreed to the idea, And when you are upset or angry about, that's the insecurity of your trust to own yourself. Secure feeding to your self-esteem, your ability, and your sense of self and love, self-love. Self-esteem, healthy self-esteem, it's the third center. And so who's going to support that point of view if yourself is doubt about that, right? We must be secure about our own view to share that security. Otherwise, we always depending on the security outside of ourselves. So it's like a need the self-esteem to be boosted. For a healthy mood and sense of self-esteem, we have to be open to the viewpoints of others. So the open to the other's viewpoint, that's the healthy mood and sense of self-esteem. So when you talk about something and then the other person disagreeing, it's like, fine, that's wonderful. That's your point of view, and this quite different from mine. That's okay. You're your way. It's my way. Thank you for letting me know. And I expanded my view and respect your disagreed point of view, and I also respect my point of view and promote mine, and I choose what I would like to choose for the next. So that's what we would like to practice when you feel reactive to it and angry about. So we have to be open to the viewpoints of others. That doesn't mean that you need to agree with that someone else's point of view, which is quite different from yours. However, no need to be angry about that. So that is the sign that, hey, you need the boost of the self-esteem. If you need to learn about how to boost in your self-esteem, you may want to join my online class exercising the awareness of the emotion and mindset connected to physical body. At the online class, we exercising the muscle, observe and train, and how we communicate, redirecting the energy to manage. I provide exercise and tools so that you can work on your awareness with the tools to train your sense of managing your energy for healthier alignment. If you're interested in, go www.livewithclarity.com livewithclarity.com and sign up for the invitation list, so that will help me invite you next time I organize the online free class. So that self-esteem and sense of self is crucial to this healing angry about. There's many reasons to get angry about. Rage is the basic 5 human emotion that we all have. Emotion is not good or bad. Emotion is bringing the information. If emotion is bad, then perhaps the human doesn't have emotion. Emotion is important. Emotion is everything. How we utilize this energy of emotion in a way that to align to our healthy, enjoyable life. That's the skill we deserve to learn. I'm learning, but when I bumped into that class teaching how to expressing the emotional energy in the wording in a way to communicate, my life transformed the quality. Because you don't need to lose important people. Before that, I was like angry and didn't know how to use that emotional energy in a way to use as an effective tool to connect with others and connect to or sense of your own needs, my own needs. So once you use that method and mastering it and then practicing it, it's becoming better, I guess. And life is a lot easier. And I would love to teach you so that you may be able to use as a tool, just like a gym. When you know how to train your certain muscle, and then you can train effectively by yourself. But it's easy to learn which muscle to train in which way at the very beginning, so then I can show you. That's what the whole idea of this awareness exercise and training of non-physical body together. I'm Ami, the intuitive energy management advisor at Let Me See What We See. Today's energy key focus I'm giving is healing anger. Healing anger. If I'm not right, I lose control. The healthy thought is inspired. I go after my bullies, but I am also open to the emotional reactions of others. Emotional reactions of others. Yes, that sometimes it's hard to noticing the emotional reactions, especially when you came from the environment in a childhood that parents are very emotional, or yourself is very emotional sensitive, like me myself. Oh, by the way, this is a full moon, and the moon is influencing human emotions. That's the statistics shows that the full moon night is the most busiest in the general hospital and the police department. So it's the energy just naturally human are pulled by the universal shows and cycles. So the tonight is the full moon and emotion. And if you are sensitive spiritually or emotionally and being in the workforce, structured or business deals, that when you bring the emotion, then no one is gonna sign your contract, no one is gonna trust you. I came from here. So but emotion is everything. Making a business, give birth to human being and babies and businesses, that's an emotion, because we want to be something. We want to create. The passion is the core habitat of the creation. Being creative is the second chakra energy center. It's the money, power, and creativity and sexuality. Ooh, so it's the emotion. It's the heart chakra. And then the mind. So how are we gonna connect to each different part of available energetic center in a human beingness, as a person, as a professional, as a man, as a woman, as a father, or as a mother or child, son or the daughter. So we wear many hats to be ourselves, but it's good to integrate as one and check in to the journey we are heading to our each true north. Wholehearted wishes, the goal chosen by you as your new reality. That's my wish, to journey together, sharing the tips and the way to manage the energy, because everything is made of energy, and I'm an energy management advisor. I'm Ami, the intuitive. Let me see what we see. I see you next time. Until then, you have a wonderful creation and live with clarity. Thanks for listening. Bye!